So good morning students. Today we are going to start with third chapter, that is coordinate geometry. Okay, so now what is coordinate geometry, why we are learning this concept, and what is the basic term, what is the significance of this coordinate. For example, you need to locate a location. Okay, you need to go somewhere. Let's say you need to go the Horizon School. Okay, the Horizon School. Now when you search this Horizon School in the Google, you need the coordinates of this place, right? Like this: 36 degrees and 0057 latitude, 38 degrees 756 longitude. So in this way you need to, this is the latitude and this is the longitude. So what are these points? These are the coordinates of this place, of this location. So coordinates helps us to locate a particular or specific location where we need to go. For example, we have two-dimensional system, right? Right now we have two-dimensional system. That means one is x-axis and other is y-axis. And there is one point which is lying here. X-axis is also known as abscissa. And y coordinate is also known as ordinate. So ordinate and abscissa. This is abscissa, this is ordinate. Now let's say there is one point A and I need to I need to identify the coordinates of this point A. So I draw a perpendicular line on the x-axis and y-axis. Let's say this point is 3 and let's say this point is 4. Then the coordinate of this point will be 3, 4. First we write the x-axis coordinate, then we write the y-axis coordinate, right? Similarly, let's say I have one point here and suppose again I draw a perpendicular line on x-axis, on the negative x-axis and on the negative y-axis. Now suppose this point is B and the coordinate will be the point on the x-axis, let's say this is -2 and let's say this is -3. So the coordinate of point B will be -2, -3. First you need to write the x-axis coordinate, then you need to write the y-axis coordinate. Remember, x-axis is also known as abscissa and y-axis is also known as ordinate. Okay, I hope up to this point it is clear to you, all right? Nothing difficult in this, right? So this is a simple coordinate geometry, the concept behind the coordinate geometry. Okay, then the next thing is, okay, till this point note these things fast. Okay, one more thing is, if a point is given to me point D. Okay, if the coordinates of point D is given to me 2, 3. So can I write it like this, 3, 2? So what do you think, these 2 points are same or they are different? So let's say I said this point is E. So what do you think, the D and E both are the same points or they are different points? They are different points. Please remember this point, that if you interchange the position of these coordinates, the point get changed, its location get changed, right? So D is not equals to E. This is 2, 3. That means on the x-axis you have 2 and on the y-axis you have 3. But here you have 3 on the x-axis and 2 on the y-axis. So these 2 points are different points. Correct? Note it down fast. Now the next thing is, let's say I have x-axis and y-axis. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. x-axis is also known as abscissa and y-axis is also known as ordinate. Remember these points. Abscissa and this is ordinate. Now if I move to the right hand side of the origin, this point is origin, right? This is also known as origin, and the coordinates of origin is equals to 0, 0. Do you agree with this point? So this is a note. Coordinates of origin are 0, 0. Now if I move to the right side of the origin, I have positive x-axis, right? So these are positive x-axis, or I can write positive x-axis. And if I move on to the left side of 0 or origin, I'll have negative x-axis, right? This is negative, or I'll write negative, right? Or I'll write negative x-axis. Okay, or you can show it by minus, or you can represent it by positive. Similarly, if I move to the upside, to this side of origin, I'll have positive y-axis. So you can represent this by positive sign, or you can write positive x-axis. And if you move to the downward direction, you will have negative y-axis, right? This is negative, or you can represent negative sign, negative y-axis. Now suppose you have a point here, so whatever point you have in this, okay, and the one more thing is, this is also known as first quadrant. This is your second quadrant, this is your third quadrant, this is your fourth quadrant. So this is by convention, this is first, second, third and fourth quadrant. Now the values of x and y in the first quadrant will always be positive, right? Positive. First positive is for x, second positive is for y. So on the first quadrant, the value of x always be positive and the value of y is always be positive, right? Let's say I have one point here, this point, let's say A. So the coordinates of A will be positive x, positive y. Now when I move to the onto the next or the second quadrant, let's say I have one point here, this point is B. So the coordinate of this point B will be minus x and positive y. Any doubt? Minus x, positive y. Positive x, positive y. On the third quadrant, I have negative x, negative y, so I can write negative x, negative y. Let's say this point is C. So the coordinates of this point C will be both x and y both are negative. In the fourth quadrant, let's say a point here is D, and the coordinate of this D point will be positive x and negative y. Any doubt till this step? I don't think there is any doubt, but if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the later sessions. Okay, but before that, you need to watch these videos, you need to submit your work on time and attend your Zoom sessions. Okay, note it down fast. Note it down fast, then I'll explain you again. So these are very important points. Please remember all these points, okay? This is positive x-axis, this is positive y-axis. This is negative axis, this is negative y-axis. X-axis is also known as abscissa and y-axis is also known as ordinate. Coordinates helps us to indicate or locate a location where you need to go. Okay, suppose your current position is here and you need to go to this position. How you can reach this position? First of all, you need to know what is the value of x, what is the value of y, then only you can reach this position, right? Similarly, if you want to reach this position, how you can reach at B till till the time you don't have a information of x and y, you cannot reach at point B, right? Similarly, if you want to reach at this point C, you should have a knowledge of value of x and value of y. Similarly, if you want to reach at point D, you must have a knowledge of positive x-axis and negative y-axis. Then only you can reach this point. Then I explain you, this is first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. In the first quadrant, both x and y are positive. In the second quadrant, x is negative but y is positive. The reason is y is positive and x is negative. Similarly, in the third quadrant, I have both x and y both are negative. But in the fourth quadrant, I have x in positive but y in negative. The reason is x is positive, y is negative. Right? Note it down first. Then I'll give you, I'll share some example with you that how to locate coordinates on the x and y axis. Okay. Now students, now the next question is, it's an example. Okay. In which quadrants do the given points lie? So you just need to tell that on which quadrant the given points will lie. The points are 4, -2. Second point, or you can say second coordinate, is the coordinate of point, this is -3, 7. The next point that you have is -1, -2, and the fourth point you have 3, 6, right? So you have these 4 points and you need to tell on which quadrant these 4 points lie. For that you need to draw x-axis and y-axis, right? So first you need to draw x-axis and y-axis. This is positive y-axis, this is negative y-axis. This is negative x-axis, this is positive x-axis. X-axis is also known as abscissa, y-axis is also known as ordinate. So remember these points. Now this is 4 -2. First point is 4 -2. So this is x, this is y, right? Or I can write this is positive x, this is negative y. Or I can write this is negative x, positive y. This is negative x, negative y. Or I can write positive x, positive y. So I have a prior knowledge of this, that on the first quadrant, I have both x and y are positive, right? So here I have positive x and positive y. In the second quadrant, I have negative x and positive y. In the third quadrant, I have negative x and negative y. And the fourth quadrant, I have positive x and negative y. Now compare these coordinates with these values. Now the first coordinate, positive x, negative y. So positive x, negative y, positive x, negative y. So this point 4 -2 will lie on the fourth quadrant. Suppose let's say I have 4 here, right? Let's say I have 4 here on the x-axis and -2 on the y-axis. So this point will lie somewhere here in the third quadrant, in the fourth quadrant. So I'll represent this point like this, 4, -2. So positive x, negative y, right? Now, so this point will lie on the fourth quadrant. Now the second point, second coordinates, -3, 7. So x is negative and y is positive. So x is negative, y is positive. So this point somewhere lie here. Suppose x is -3. Let's say x is -3 and let's say y is 7. So this point will lie somewhere here from the origin. So this point will be -3, 7. So negative x, positive y. I hope this point is clear to you. So student, I just request you just go through this video, and if you have any doubt, you people are free to ask me any number of time in any other session. Okay. So what I have done here is, first point was 4 minus 2, that is positive x, negative y. So positive x and negative y. So this point will lie somewhere in the fourth quadrant, right? Second point is negative x and positive y. So negative x and positive y. So this point somewhere lie in the second quadrant, right? Now the third point is, okay, I'll represent third and fourth point with different color. So a negative and negative. So both values are negative in the third quadrant, right? So x and y both are negative. So let's say x is minus 1. So let's say this point somewhere lie here, minus 1 and minus 2. So this is the point, right? So this is the point which I can say minus 1, minus 2. So from origin this point lies somewhere in the third quadrant where I have negative x and negative y. Any doubt till this step? Okay, then I move to the fourth point. Now the fourth and the last point is 3, 6. So what you observe here is both the values are positive, and you know that that only the first quadrant you have both x and y are positive, right? So let's say this is x is 3. Let's say x is 3 and let's say y is 6. So this point will lie somewhere here from the origin. So this point will be equals to 3, 6 where both x and y are positive. So in this quadrant first and third both are opposite. These two quadrants are opposite to each other. Similarly, these two quadrants are opposite to each other. Here both are positive, here both are negative. Here one is negative, one is positive. Here one is positive, one is negative. Okay, so please note it down fast. This is an example that how to locate a point in a quadrant, right? Please note it down fast. Okay, note it down fast. Rest I'll cover in the next part of this video. Okay, students.